Crystal Worlds, which started 20 years ago due to the 100th anniversary of our company. And we have now also succeeded in creating a crystalline atmosphere outdoor, forming an interesting symbiosis between the inside and the outside. And so far we were very lucky because we received visitors from all over the world, more than 12 million visitors in the last 20 years, and with an average of about 600 to 650,000 visitors a year. We are one of the most visited sightseeing attractions in Austria. And when I think back to our initial considerations regarding this expansion, there were two questions coming up into our mind. And the first key question was, how do we, or how can we develop a location which can't be categorized? And the question was, and the answer was, by not copying what has already been seen, invented, or experienced. And our challenge was to create something new, to think in new ways, and also to allow something unique to evolve. We also wanted to challenge ourselves from escaping from our own confines of our experience. And in this sense, the expansion of the Swarovski Crystal World was also working on our self-determination and also our beliefs that this location works according to its own rules. And the new should always be understood as an homage to history and the already existing. And of course, also together with Caro Perot, we have also turned the dream into reality. And the dream sometimes seemed to be out of reach, seemed to be not dreamable. And Andy and Xavier are here today, and we thank you so much for your master plan, for your wonderful garden, for your wonderful idea of this fantastic crystal cloud, which at the beginning was so challenging. But together with our joint passion and also the technical know-how of our teams, we really could dream this dream and we could realize it, and we totally believe in this installation. Thank you so much. This crystal cloud is 1,400 square meters large, and it is filled with more than 800,000 crystals, so it's one of a kind, it's unique in the world, and we're very proud about it. I would also like to thank our architect team SOS, Hanno Schlögl, Johann Obermoser and Daniel Süß, with the general contractor Thomas Gasser, for the outstanding work on our store design, and also for the new foyer and entrance building. I think arriving at the Crystal Worlds with this new foyer is already giving a special experience, as this white forest and all these perches have been integrated into that building. Thank you very much. And cooperation with Snoetta also allowed us to achieve our goal of creating something very new in a very special way. Ketil Dorsen and Patrick Lüth and the whole entire team worked with so much intelligence and with so much sensitivity, creating this beautiful restaurant here, or also our new offers for families and children. And at a joint public appearance a few months ago in Vienna, the world-renowned architect Ketil Dorsen said that this work and this expansion of the Crystal Worlds is by far not his biggest, but definitely his most beautiful work. And I was of course thinking why Ketil said that, and I think I have come close to understanding why. It is because he could realize a very simple observation in a very intelligent and complex structure. I remember it quite well when we had a long meeting. He quietly and softly stated an insight that was as true as it was simple, but that led to a very amazing result. Children like to climb trees, and it's fun to climb up and up. All children like to do so. And children are happiest when they can sit up there in the tree, and they love this apparent danger. And the more dangerous it gets, the more adaptive children move. So Snoetta wanted to create something that really demands courage. To some extent, a playground needs to challenge, to bring to light some talents, feelings and qualities. And the result was a play tower with a network structure that suggests height but is safe, that demands a certain amount of courage to reach the top and something special. In my opinion, also a very good parallel of life overall, but a very good fitting image for our collaboration. I would also like to thank all the designers and artists for the creation of all these new Wonder Chambers, and we are so happy that you released all your creative energy here and that you added new and unknown facets to our giant. I say thank you to Lee Bull, to Fredriksen Stallard, to Todd Pontje, to Studio Jog, to Hage Merz and Bisatza. A second important consideration for us was that how contradictory opposites, poetry and pragmatism, can be united. And Swarovski has amazing technologies and products, and if you put them into hands of amazing artists, you're about to see what can be accomplished. The time of our customers is our most important currency, and we wanted to increase the wonder factor per square meter. We were interested in enhancing the powerful effect of crystalline poetry. On the other hand, the expansion of the crystal worlds also brought a very pragmatic management approach with it. The capacity to wonder also needs to be analyzed, especially when we develop new formats, when we develop new events, programs, or even if you only want to control the flow of visitors. So in fact, our environment really changed dramatically. If I look back and I remember the late 90s, we worked actively on 5 markets. Today, we receive visitors from more than 60 nations, and we have also employees from more than 30 nations with us here at the Crystal Worlds. And we are therefore most probably the most international town in the Tyrol area and in Austria. And of course, yes, we also have some clear objectives with this expansion. We would like to increase the numbers of visitors from 600 to 650,000 people up to 8 or 850,000 visitors a year. And we would also like to expand the length of stay or the duration of stay from our customers from 1.5 to 2 hours up to 4 hours. Resolving this contradiction between poetry and pragmatism was a very delightful but also challenging undertaking. And we had to find the right creative partners who could enrich this unique poetry, and yet were also pragmatic enough to combine utopian feasibility, poetry, and technical precision. And this is also exactly a point that defines also our Swarovski brand. The combination of opposites that results in magic, poetry, and wonder. Thank you. I may hand over to Carla.
Hello. I had the most glamorous job in this project. I was the curator of the Wonder Chambers and the artistic director of the whole project. Of course, in strong collaborations with Markus Lang-Swarovski and Nadia Swarovski. They were always the inspiration and the mentor. Now, it was, when we selected the artists, we had to be very careful because we have built on a really strong, very successful artistic heritage. So we have a lot of artists working with Nadia since ever, or since many years, in collaborations, and a lot of them we selected for the Wonder Chambers. From day one, artist Todd Pontje, who is the poet of crystal, is here. Thank you. And Todd, already known, he was the inventor of the new chandelier, actually, from day one, when you started the Crystal Palace. And he invented the blossom or the ice branch, and together with Alexander McQueen, the wonderful tree, we see them in his Wonder Chamber, silent. And later on you can see what Todd and Alexander McQueen created. So Also Frederiksen-Stallert, product designers, collectors. They told me that they collect paintings and they support young painters, and whenever you want to buy a painting, check out what they collect. It will be on another level very, very soon. So Studio Job, another artist now they work with on Crystal Palace, they call themselves the ambassadors of the contemporary applied art. It's actually the renaissance of the contemporary applied art. And they're very famous for their ironic language and shifting dimensions. And you can see their artworks in different museums. So with all these partners, we are in best hand. And of course, we selected new partners like Carl Perrault, landscape artists, together with Play Studio, who did all the engineering, and they created a wonderful outdoor wonder chamber. So we are very happy with our cloud, which is an incredible inspiration here in Watten. And I can tell you, I've been a few days, sitting, or a few hours sitting down at the pond, and it's a meditation. It has a lot of, power, and you can meditate. It's amazing. And Lee Bull, a designer who is known, or an artist who is known for her very own language. She worked a lot with reflecting materials before, and the rough and the elegance. And when I met Lee Bull, I said, would you like to do a wonder chamber? She said, am I dreaming with Swarovski crystal? That was always my dream. And she said to me when she saw her artworks that for her, her art pieces became a totally different meaning. And you can see it in her wonder chamber and enjoy it. So also Snohetta, it was an incredible experience working with you, this wonderful building, and it's like a sculpture, and I think it has such an amazing energy in here, and the selecting of the details, and it was such a beautiful experience with you. Also the play tower, if you go to the play tower, you will see a lot of details, the little animals, they refer to the Swarovski animals, on the building, on the glass, and inside, as Stefan already mentioned, Thorsten said to me, kids had to be scared, they need to be challenged, and it's true, that happens, but as a grown-up, you can go in there and jump if you want to do exercise. And then there is also a horizontal play ground, which is more landscape, also to discover. I would like to add that we have 74,000 plants in this garden, and about in a year, it will be in full bloom. So that will be another experience. Hage Merz, who did the new entrance, which you go through a tunnel, a golden tunnel, and you're coming to this amazing blue entrance hall. It's another experience. And then, of course, the timeless area, which is the family history area, shown in a very unusual way, not in a museum didactic way. So I think it's another wonder chamber, another experience. So please enjoy the journey through the new Kristallwelten, and I think we gave the giant a magical world around him where he can breathe. I hope you enjoy it.
So I would like to invite for questions. So there's some organizational points. So there will be guided tours in 5 languages in the entrance hall. But of course you are invited to explore the crystal worlds on your own. All the artists will be in the wonder chambers or close to their design pieces and art pieces. You can talk with them, discuss with them what the background is. So we really invite you to explore that and enjoy it.